Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once more to Grigsby's War in the West as we continue with the Supreme Command. So, we have been preparing and basically trying to fortify as much as possible for the eventual invasions, perhaps in Northern Europe. I mean, I do say eventual, but nothing is set in stone. Especially if we can hold off the allies in Sicily. So we can see here, total land value 3320. And we need a little bit more, so we'll take away... we can take out the 14th Panzer. Okay, 14th Panzer puts us in a good situation. That's fine by me. Now, Soviet potential is increasing, obviously, due to the, I don't know. They probably seem to have had some setbacks, but they are gaining some momentum again, so we might have to release some more divisions just to counter that. However, I don't have that many that I can release for full action. I mean, the Jaegers over here are taking a hit. So that's not good for them. Right, 350, yeah. That'll have to do for now. Now then, in Sicily itself, let's take a look then. Right, our rails are good. Our fort level is pretty high, 33323. We also have 2122 here, 13. So we are digging in 3 of here to there. So we are digging in. So hopefully these fortifications will be of use should we ever have to actually withdraw from Sicily. Though I'm not entirely sure if we'll ever have to do that. It does depend quite a lot. Ideally, once these positions could potentially get to level 4 fortification, I believe 4 is the maximum, then I might be able to take some of these troops away and have them in reserve, start building them back up to their full strength, and that could work out to be quite nice. And it's entirely motorized over here, it's honestly not doing a goddamn thing. It's just numbers, but they have no combat really to them. It's just a numbers game as far as I'm aware. Well, as far as I'm concerned. So move them out, we'll have them refit. Now, I have some panzer grenadiers and some infantry over here. They do not seem to have enough movement. No, they can get over. That's good. However, not enough to continue, so that's fine. Right, we have a panzer command over here. Do I need this panzer command here, really? Not particularly. I might have this one sent back to the east, actually. Actually, I will have it sent to the east. It makes more sense than just having it on Sicily, where I already have an overabundance of command, really. Might as well get some use out of it in the east. That's going to help out quite a good amount, really. Okay. These men are not ready to move yet, which is annoying, but ah well. So, rail lines. We are, of course, seeing a lot of capacity being used throughout Europe. Not so much in the east due to the fact that there's nothing represented on the map, but of course, there's like... It's basically... I kind of have to imagine it, really. Yes, it's getting rather bad here, however. That's not good. Also, I apologize for the ice cream van outside. I always think it's bloody common this time. Which is weird. But anyway. Yeah, we are seeing a lot of burden upon our rail here. Yeah, you can see here 22,500. 5,000 here. That is a huge... I suppose that is due to the fact that I did move those forces out via rail, so that's probably going to be causing the issue there. 5697. Righto. Now, due to the fact of Naples having 2 lines coming into it, well, technically 3 lines, I suppose you could say. 4 if you count that one going back and forth. It's quite well off like that. Rome is a decent hub. There's not really much in Rome. I mean, Rome's definitely fallen off as an important city by this time. For a long time, actually. Of course, it used to be the centre of the Roman Empire, Roman Republic, but yes, it did wane. Wane quite a lot, actually. Okay. So there's not particularly too much I want to change right now. Jaegers. I could have the Jaegers pull back and then I have them refit. They have been holding the line fairly well here. So let's see. So these are the elements of the fourth. First. Fourth. Okay. Let's move that back there. Okay, so we'll reform the division. There we go. So I'll have them on refit. I'll keep them about here. Or just some reserve, I suppose. Yeah, here is pretty beaten up. To be honest, if I do want to have these units refit, and we do need to put them on depots. Right, this coastal command can just fill in some of the numbers. Let's see here. We have rough terrain here, rough terrain here. Level 3 fortification. However, this is Panzer Grenadiers. They have 218 armored vehicles, while we only have 14 over here. So if anybody needs some extra numbers, it definitely is going to be these guys. In fact, I'll have these men in reserve. It's only a few thousand men, but still it'll make a difference, I hope. And I could have the same over here too. No, reserve. Okay. Now, I do hope that we can hold. If we don't hold, it's going to be rather awkward. Rather awkward to say the very least, but I'm sure we'll survive. Okay, so put that Panzer Grenadier on there. They should be fine. Okay, we have 9 administration points here. So what we'll do then is we'll go over here to our administration, sorry, to our info. Event log. Commander's report. Right. So we have nothing really assigned to Paris in terms of AA. We have 5 AA battalions, or groups I suppose you could say, guard in Naples. 1 airbase is assigned to patrol that area. Nothing over Milan, nothing over Paris. Though we do have some AA in Paris though, so I was wrong about that one. Athens, jack shit. Vienna, quite a lot of AA. Can we sort by this, see which has the most AA cover? Messina. Huh, I'm not surprised. So Messina has more air cover than anywhere. Bloody hell. Le Havre, but Messina really takes the cake. Okay. Depot. So Prague, Milan, Frankfurt, Essen, Vienna, Berlin. Yeah, Milan is a good place. Naples, Well, then it goes Hamburg, Antwerp, Naples, Genoa, Paris, Marseille. Okay. Oh, wow, we can even see the amount of battles won. That's really cool, actually. Right. So if I sort, if I turn off air, let's see. Um, Air bombers, I guess. Not entirely sure if that's just removed air. No, we're still getting these headquarters. Right, clear all filters. Ah, I see. Okay. Can I turn off headquarters? Not seen it there. Right, we'll go in none. Here we go. Right, armor. So, 12 battles won here, 4 lost. Elite status. Cool. So I'm guessing this is the Italian mobile. Yeah, so it seems about 12 battles here. 12 for, yeah. These are assigned to the Hermann-Goering Panzer Division, so no wonder they're getting those victories there. What's this here? Distance to HQ in hexes. Okay. Well, that's not good. I can't reassign it. Well, okay. So how goes our fortification of the French coast then? Right, threes, ones, twos. Yeah, I need this area to be especially fortified. Okay, so it's not too bad. Not too bad. Right, we are dug in here at Caligari. Or Caligari. Okay, there's not too much I can do about that. So yes, it is definitely just a case of seeing how we hold on in Sicily now. I need to rotate some of the troops off the front line so I can basically give them some R&R. They of course do need to gain those numbers back. Otherwise, we're just having men on the front line. They're having absolutely no rest. They're being battered away, slowly worn down by American attacks. Sorry, Allied attacks, that's Americans, British, Commonwealth. Basically, whoever is left. Obviously, there was quite a good number of Polish troops in the Italian campaign. And just in general, fallen volunteers, I suppose you could say. Right. So I do believe in the future what we're going to start doing is we're going to start running some reconnaissance flights over Sicily. If I can survive this round of fighting, it really does depend on that one. If I can hold on for this time, I can start to do some scouting, some preliminary scouting of the island. And we need to try to see if there's any possibilities there. If not, I'm not entirely sure if I'll hold my position in Sicily forever. It does depend. There comes a time when resistance just doesn't serve me anymore, as these troops could be put to use elsewhere. But we'll see. Losses aren't looking too bad. I'm pleased to see that there's a lot less in the operational losses category. Right, RAF Coast Command. Yeah, they're taking some large losses here. 400 losses. Can we top 500? Come on, let's top 500 here. How is the weather actually? I have not checked the weather. I should have bloody checked the weather. Come on, 500 American losses. Come on! Almost there. I'm just gonna say, well, I'll just say Allied. I need to try and say Allied. It's just because of the American flag being there on top, it's like really hard not to say it. Oh, so close to having 500 Allied losses there. So close. Okay. These men need to hold here. I do think they were actually reinforced. Well, no, there's just the two forces there. The Coastal Division and, of course, the Jägers. Right. Infantry Division. Yeah, they made absolutely no gain there. So there's only 2,000 men attacking there. Why were 2,000 men? Okay, well that's just madness. So there's very little strength right there. Oh nice, they lost 28 armoured fighting vehicles there. 28. I do wish I could get... I imagine there is an option. I think you can get a detailed breakdown of the battle and you can actually see what was destroyed. If I could see what was destroyed, that would be quite nice. I could try to figure out where the best American equipment is. The best Allied equipment, I should say. Yeah, wow, that was not a bright idea. They are starting to... well, they're not starting. They're taking a real hammer in here. But of course, at the end of this, it will say that I've lost more troops. Yeah, they're not making any advances there. Yeah. Is that really worth it? There's a lot of guns there, though. 496 minus 28 now, of course. But there's a good amount of artillery in that location, so that's good to know. At least by these sorts of attacks upon our positions, we can kinda... yeah, see there, 193, they've lost another 24 guns, another 1,000 men to our 63. So we can kinda see and try and work out the Allied strength and just kinda see where it is, see what we're facing on this front here. I apologise for sounding all gobbledygook. Just got back from work, so I'm like, oh. I imagine everybody's like that, but hey, I need to suck it up, right? Okay, so it went a lot better than I was actually expecting. And so that is a good indication. I can probably start to draw some more troops off the front line and have them refit, recuperate. And potentially we could think about driving forward with a counterattack. If I could push them to the river here, then I could have a much better defensive position. It depends really. Obviously we don't have the rough terrain, but the river it does make a huge difference. Right, so 12,000 losses here. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? I imagine it's attrition and that sort of thing. But come on. Why am I always losing so many more? Well... they are taking some good losses. Air losses especially. I mean, this is good news. I mean, we have lost 1,481 planes to operational losses. But the thing is, that's coming down. I mean, that has really been brought down quite considerably since we really got a handle on the situation. While the Allied losses, they are continuing to mount. They've lost a good number to flak, but most of it has definitely come from the air combat, of course, which is what I would expect to say that we do have a lot of our fighters down there. And we do have a lot of flak, a lot of it. Okay. Right, air planning. Aircraft type. Right, that's not far away. There's a good amount of aircraft that I could bring down from the Rome area. I'm having a little bit of issue over here. Let's see. So we have the Junkers 88s. I think these are naval planes, actually. I'll have them transferred over here. Right, that's helped alleviate the situation, but it's not fixed it. Right, there we go. Right, so what we're going to do then is going to grab these planes over here. Which am I? Ah, here we go, reconnaissance. So these are BF-109s. And good speed, very good speed. So we have a high-level camera, 20mm. Do I give it the drop tanks? I think I'll give it the drop tanks, I suppose. It does drop the speed down to 340. I mean, these are reconnaissance aircraft. They can fight, of course, but they're not trained for that sort of thing. And there's only 31 aircraft in the pool here. We only have 9 pilots ready. So what we'll go for then is instead we'll drop the drop tanks. Right, so we've dropped the drop tanks. 405 miles per hour. Yeah, that's pretty decent. How much ammunition do we actually carry? Right, so one of them's under repair. Yeah, we really do not have many in this squadron. Average experience is 75. So these are pretty good. Right. Morale fairly high. Experience is pretty good. I suppose that morale's a little bit low due to the fact that one of them has been damaged. So we're probably going to have to imagine some deaths in this squadron. Right, so which one is it again then? See, BF-109, okay. R3. We do have some more actually. I suppose the R represents reconnaissance. Yep. Right, 366. 340. Actually, then again, with the drop tank, they do have that range, don't they? Yeah! Wow, no kidding. So they could run the reconnaissance flights from here, actually, with the drop tanks. Only the one drop tank, so this is an Italian plane? No, it's a BF-109G. I suppose it is armed with the 7.92 machine guns. I can't give it another drop tank. Okay. We'll give you a drop tank then. I suppose I'm going to have to need that range. Right. What command do you serve under? The Italian Luftwaffe. Okay, Italian Luftwaffe command. Reconnaissance. We're already flying reconnaissance, are we? Okay, doesn't seem like it. Are these the ones that I was looking at? No, I think these ones are different. So these are the escorts. Okay, that'll have to do. Done. Okay. What sort of weather are we looking at here? Okay, so we can see high pressure. I think this is high pressure. Honestly, I'm not a bloody meteorologist. I have no idea actually how they read it. I think that's like, right, so this is low pressure. Okay, so we've got low pressure over here. But no rain. Ah, never mind. That's a lot of rain, but not down here. Okay, so the skies are actually clear down here. Okay. Road system, so it's still poor. Weather on the ground is clear for the time being. I suppose that's with the spell of good weather dried out the mud. Okay, so what I'll do then is I'll have that set. Yep, okay, we're gonna have that set for our directives. We'll have that executed. Execute Order 66. If I can, I think I will begin to try and assemble something akin to a strike force, or something... basically a panzer group, a camp group. Okay, we didn't lose much. A few planes have been damaged, but well. Right, so we see the... I believe that's a British rifle. No, British? I suppose that's British Airborne Division. So that's been split into two. It is there with a infantry division. US Parachute Regiment. A British Rifle Infantry Detachment. The 2nd US Armour Division. Or is that the actual Armour Division? Okay, I think it is. Right, Special Service, Ranger Force. So, got a number of Special Forces down here. Right. So, last recon was last turn, so just basically this turn, the beginning of this phase. So, the information we have now is fairly accurate, I suppose. So, up here in the north, there's really not much. That's encouraging. What I need to know about is these over here. Right, interdiction levels, reconnaissance levels. It's not good. Our reconnaissance isn't good. Right. So they're flying from the airfield over here, so Ponte Alivio. Licata, Isata, Malta, and Victoria. Obviously then from North Africa. I mean, that's the thing, they have a greater chance for operational losses than we do due to the distances involved here. Then if they fly bad damage, say they get damaged over Messina, they've got a long way to fly back. And it depends on which airfield can actually service them, but then again there is 1 level 3, 2 level 3 airfields here that they're not using for some reason. But yes, I think that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and plan for a counter-offensive. I suppose it's going to have to be in the south, but it depends really. If I was to push back here, we are dealing with rough terrain. Mountainous terrain over here, that'd be horrific. So yeah. Whereas if we push down here in the south, we are dealing with more troops and better troops. But this is clear terrain. We could head for Syracuse. Try to take that port, open up another port for our supplies to flow in. And we'd see less supplies flowing in from the Allied forces here too. Less supplies, less equipment, less men. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it is rather boring at times due to that we're really holding our line here. But it's interesting. So until next time, thank you for watching and do subscribe for more. Goodbye for now.